This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of It. Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
We would like to make you an offer that you cannot refuse. We are doing this mafia style, okay?
We are doing it mafia style.
So what we're going to do is if you refuse, you're going to swim with the fishes, all right?
You're either in.
You're either in or you're in the way. And you know what? You're in. If you're listening to this right now, you're in. But
You're part of the family.
But we have special tasks for you.
The family says so, yeah.
The family demands that you like, comment, subscribe, and get your gabagool. Get your cannoli. Get your spaghetti. Your request-a-roonies every 5 episodes.
That's what this is today.
Become part of the family. Make your friends part of the family.
Yeah.
Come on. We demand it.
We do.
The family demands it, or else we're going to put a shotgun in a loaf of bread and Massacre Mafia style.
Or we're going to put your leg in a urinal and then hook it up to an electric
Why
outlet.
is there an electrical outlet above a urinal? I don't know.
This is the most insane bathroom on the planet, that's why.
That is the biggest bullshit bathroom I've ever seen. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
If you haven't seen by now, we're reviewing Massacre Mafia style.
Yeah.
It is a request. We do it one every 5 episodes. We really appreciate you listening. Bless you.
Thank you.
We just I think we should just get into it. You know what you're supposed to do. You know how to join the family.
Look, there's let me just say this, okay? You know, there's a certain prestige.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a
certain, I don't know,
mob.
Style to mob movies.
Prestige.
Prestige is a good word for it, yeah.
Whether it's...
You stole my word because prestige is the word I wanted to use.
Yeah.
So, but there really is.
And not just American ones.
Yeah.
Because obviously here you have The Godfather, Goodfellas, Casino. Even stuff like King of New York.
Well, stuff that
there's A Bronx Tale, and then TV shows like The Sopranos, and then outside of the U.S., in Japan, you have Yakuza movies.
Yeah.
Italy has, their own mafia movies.
Just anything with a mob, anything with a gang, right? Anything with a big organized crime syndicate or family.
Prestige to those movies,
prestige
right?
You do, Once Upon a Time in America and shit like that. There's these big, huge epics, right?
And even the small scale ones.
Yes.
There's still a prestige, and it's high quality cinema. Well, and
right? So usually, and this is usually, right? I say usually because the movie did not do this.
Interesting.
It's usually a cautionary tale, or it's a drama. It's more of a drama.
It's a drama, yeah.
Rather than a crime movie, right? It's not a thriller. Yeah. It's a drama. You're watching this family unfold and fall apart because absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yeah. And there's a lot of things you could say about metaphors in The Godfather and all these mob movies about
and they all have something to say
about corruption and power and family ties and going so far as to kill your loved ones and shit like that. There's a lot of stuff you can say about these movies.
They all have something to say.
That goes in with the prestige though, right? Now take all that prestige, right? Take all that meaning and drama and artwork and fucking all that and just suck it all out of the movie.
And take it in the dumpster.
And you get Massacre Mafia style.
I haven't seen a movie. I'm sure I have seen something like this, but I can't think of off the top of my head a movie like this where it's a mafia movie, but it's done in such a absolute lizard brain, stupid idiot version of it.
It's hard to think of a movie that tries so desperately hard to be a cool mafia crime syndicate movie and fails so miserably at it that they can't even get off the ground. There's so many weird scenes of our main guy just like philosophizing. I don't even know if that's a fucking whatever.
There are some jaw-dropping speeches in this.
He's just like literally when they're not killing people, he's just giving these like brain goop, like brain rot,
jaw-dropping,
brain melting speeches about like just nothing, and like there's nothing to take away from him. I don't remember half of the shit he said.
This is gonna be a rambler because I'm sorry, this ain't that kind of movie.
Let's get the fucking speeches out of the way because holy shit.
Well, there's so many. Every other scene in this is some big speech. My favorite.
Well, okay, so
other than the ending when they do allude to a certain movie, other than the ending, my absolute favorite. A certain movie
that this is, you could argue,
is heavily inspired.
Is a heavily inspired, almost a ripoff of.
According to Wikipedia, this movie exists because The Godfather was made. But my favorite speech, other than that, is the whole mother speech that he gives. Well, it's a great bit of slam poetry.
Well, and how mothers do so much for us, and they're so beautiful, and we're so ugly, and we created this horrible thing called the Mafia, and how dare we besmirch the name of our mothers, and it's just like on and
it just
well, he just rambles on and on and on.
It's amazing,
and like it goes on for like minutes on end.
It's incredible.
And you're just like wrap it up, dude.
I love it. It's so
wrap it. Please wrap it up.
It's so great.
It's just so like I don't know. Like at a certain point, like
it's so great.
It is funny. Don't get me wrong. But there is a point where it goes too far, and I just get bored, and I just wish he would shut the hell up. I just really wish he would just shut up.
No, it's incredible. It just keeps, like I said, it's a great bit of slam poetry.
Let me give you a breakdown of what happens in this movie. Just here's the general formula for this movie.
Do tell.
The Doms. So Doms meet. We get like all of our Doms, right? Now we just get a montage of them murdering all the Dons. Sorry.
Do they?
Not Doms. No, well, not all of them.
They murder some random people in the building.
They murder a bunch of people, and then he gives a speech. And then they murder a bunch more people, and they give a speech. And then they murder more people.
How dare you?
And they give a speech.
First of all, the main plot if you bothered paying attention during this amazing movie,
I know the main plot. So Mimi.
Yes.
Mimi is in Italy, right? Because his
they know that because they tell us this in the movie.
His father got deported.
Yes.
And his son is young Mimi.
He's very young.
That's very original. He is very young. He's like 9.
Yes.
I would argue
he's like 5.
Maybe younger. He's probably younger. So Dom Mimi. I don't even remember his name. I think he is Dom Mimi.
Don, yeah.
Don Mimi is like, hey, I got deported, but like
shit sucks, bro.
You need to like carry on the family legacy or whatever. And I don't know why he decides to go to America because he wants to take out all the mafia families.
He specifically wants to go to LA. Mm-hmm. Specifically, he wants to take over the mafia in LA.
Well, he's going to finish the work that his dad couldn't, right? Because his dad got deported. Because his dad's part of the big crime family, gets deported to Italy.
Also, his wife's dead.
And then Mimi's like, okay, fine, I'll continue the legacy for you. And his dad's like, you don't need to go. The legacy, by the way, well, is he wants to take control of the pimps and the bookmakers. Right.
In LA. That's the big thing that he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one is willing to give that up without a fight, supposedly.
Exactly.
Supposedly, that's what happens.
Yeah. And so he's like, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to murder all these families, right?
He goes to LA, he meets a guy named Jolly that he used to know a long time ago, and him and Jolly run a train through LA.
By running a train, you mean murdering every single Dom.
Yes.
Because we do get a meeting of the Doms. And
they're like,
hey, like, Mimi's in town. Because, first what he does is he captures the biggest one, right?
Yeah.
His name...
Chucky.
Chucky. What an Italian name.
Yeah, I know.
Chucky, whatever his name is, they just go to church and they kidnap him by gunpoint. And they're like, hey, and then they send a finger to his son. And that sparks this whole thing because they
send us money.
Because now while his dad's recovering, his son is the crime boss, I guess. Mm-hmm. Now, why is... I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Because at a certain point, I thought Chucky was the one in the wheelchair, but he's not.
I'll be honest, my brain was so fried, I don't know who was in the wheelchair.
Because it's weird because we get this, I can't remember what they call it, but it's where they show a scene from kind of the middle of the movie.
The movie, opening of the movie like is the middle of the movie.
Like if you've ever watched like White Lotus, for instance, Casino, they always start with like the end of the movie, right? Like this is the aftermath of everything that's happened.
Casino starts with a car explosion, and then the movie is what led up to that car explosion.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've seen it in everything, even like, you know, like kids movies like Sonic.
Yeah.
It starts with like a kind of a fake out like opener.
But this one is it's not even a fake out, it's more of like we have to get people to give a shit about our movie.
Well, and it's weird because it's just them shooting a bunch of people up, which I guess is like, you know, the movie.
It's a massacre.
The movie's called Massacre Mafia style, so they are massacring people mafia style with like shotguns and shit like that. So it is what it says it is, but there's just like you just lose it all with like the speeches, and they just like. It's just scene after scene of them killing multiple, like, Dons.
It's just... Well, it's weird because... So they kidnap the main guy. Mm-hmm. And they cut off his finger.
They send it to his son.
They pay the ransom, and everything's hunky-dory.
Well, because Mimi even shows up to the, like, son's wedding.
Yeah. And
it's like, hey, everything's cool. Like, we're all good. But for some reason, he decides, no, that's not good enough.
And
just decides to start murdering people while also making porno films.
There's a whole thing about they want to make a porno film, and he has Mimi has a girlfriend who may or may not be a prostitute.
Well, and he has a friend named what's his friend's name? What the fuck is it?
Jolly,
yeah. He's a friend named Jolly that helps him with all this stuff, and then they go and murder people, right? So it's supposed to be this huge allegory of like his
allegory.
Like I know. In this kind of movie,
what are you talking about?
Well, because like what they're trying to do.
Trying what?
Trying. I know. Like here's what they're trying to do because like his violence is going to
catch
up
what?
With him. I know. His violence is going to catch up with him, right? So in the stupidest way possible, they finally, you know, after him thinking that he's A-okay just murdering all these people, just murdering multiple people, just running amok in Los Angeles, and he thinks there's like no consequences. Of course, at the end, there is consequences. I'm just like, it is so stupid how they kind of make him like the cool guy of this movie. I don't even know if we're supposed to root for him or what.
I truly have no idea.
I don't know how we're supposed to feel towards Mimi. I really don't.
Confusion.
There is confusion there because it's like at the end of it all, you're just like, well, what the fuck did you expect? Like, what did you expect was going to happen when you go around and just murder every single mafia don and fucking just like kill everyone with no regard for human life? What do you think is going to happen?
You know what this was, Will? You know what this movie is? You know those movies like Black Gestapo that we watched?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of really good blaxploitation movies out there.
There is, yeah. This is mafia.
But sometimes there's some bad ones, right? Mm-hmm. Some really bad ones. This movie is that, but for white people.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
That's what this movie is.
For
uncles.
For Caucasian.
For
the people of the Caucasian
they're Caucasian folks, okay?
Caucasian.
This movie is for those people who watched The Godfather and, I don't know, felt some type of way And here you go.
So because this is
there's so much, like, there's so many slurs and just absolute memery.
Yeah,
like
it's true.
Like, pimps and pushers and drugs and prostitutes. And...
You know what this is? This is for every person that watched The Godfather and saw this beautifully made movie about family and generational generational stuff. And they watched it and they were bored all the way up until the end when Michael decides to kill every single Don, right?
Well, that's how this movie opens.
Because Michael decides he's going to be the Godfather, right? Yeah. It's like he's going to kill every single Don. And
I can't believe you're spoiling a 100-year-old movie.
I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. I apologize. So he decides to kill every Mafia Don. It's a pretty violent scene, right? Because, it's just, shot after shot of them murdering, every single Mafia Don in, where they are at.
Well, okay, but how do you consider this one? So, Francis Ford Coppola is a little bitch. You know why? Do you know why Francis Ford Coppola is a little bitch?
Why?
Because this movie has multiple reasons. Well, this movie has a riveting exposition scene where our dude is hanging out with his maybe prostitute girlfriend.
Well, she's naked in bed.
And her boobers are completely in full view of the camera.
And he's getting all philosophical.
And he's getting philosophical about, my girlfriend's a prostitute. And she's like, well, maybe I want to go straight. And by the way, Corky Meatball wants to kill you. Did you know that?
Corky Meatball. But, okay, so to finish my thought...
Francis Ford Coppola didn't have that in The Godfather.
To finish my thought, it is for people who watched the end of The Godfather and thought that was the only cool part of the movie. That they got no value out of The Godfather except for the ending where they thought it was cool that they murdered every Mafia Don.
I truly don't know.
I really don't know. That is what who this movie is made for. I'm not saying... listen, I'm not saying that that's what you should take away from this. I'm saying this is for... They thought that people, they watch The Godfather and they're like, too much drama. We need listen, there's too much family shit in this. There's too much non-violence. There's too much, talking about...
This is about family.
Well, and they do try and do the whole thing...
And boobs.
Because, in a well-written movie like The Godfather, people talk a lot because it's a drama.
They also talk in this one.
He talks one person specifically, he talks a lot. And that's why I'm convinced that you were right when you said at the end, this is a passion project.
No, this is a passion project.
This is a self-masturbatory passion project.
No, it says everywhere you look. So this is written and directed by a guy named Duke Mitchell. He was a real-life singer.
Duke, okay.
Please.
Duke Mitchell.
Duke Mitchell, yes.
Does anything about that sound even remotely Italian?
Are you saying this is, what's it called? Stolen Valor?
Yeah, okay. I think it is. If you're going to make a whole movie about Italian Americans, or even Italians, and your name is Duke Mitchell...
Hold on.
I don't even know.
Hold on, bro.
Are you checking if he has Italian descent?
Well, people in old Hollywood would change their fucking names all the time. Okay, yeah, no, he's Italian.
He is Italian?
Dominic Salvatore Michelli.
Okay, yeah, he's Italian.
Duke Mitchell's just a little easier for...
if you're making something called Massacre Mafia style, why would you change your name to Duke Mitchell?
Because that was his singer name.
No, keep your original name.
So he was an actual singer.
Yes, he was.
A lounge singer. His songs appear in the movie.
So I apologize, Duke Mitchell. This is not Stolen Valor. You're an actual Italian, but I don't think you understand anything about Italian filmmaking.
No, supposedly, this was heavily inspired by mafioso types he met in his singing career. Okay. Supposedly,
sure. That is. Press the biggest F button to doubt, but okay.
He did the singing voice for Fred Flintstone. That's his biggest, claim to fame. But he did do a lot of lounge singing. And at some point, The Godfather came out, and he saw that, and he was like, you know what? That's not my experience.
He's like, I can do it better. I can do it more raw and realistic.
And, okay. I mean, It's certainly more raw.
Sure, I guess it's more guerrilla. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's more like down and dirty and
definitely
grimy. Sure.
And he did it. You know, the man had a vision. His vision was a horrific nightmare, but he did it. But you know, I did say Francis Ford Coppola.
The movie's about family, okay, and that's what makes it so powerful.
It's about family and bread loaves. Because the big thing with this movie is every time there's a deal going down,
they always put the cash in bread loaves.
They put it into a bread loaf.
Sorry about that loud sound. Something dropped.
Dare you?
I'm sorry.
And at the very end, you get a massive bazinga.
Yeah, I love the big bazinga at the end. I do love the funeral scene too, and we'll get to that. That is like one. I think that literally broke me. I think
the
funeral scene and the final shot.
How about the what's his name? Jolly's death.
I'm not gonna lie. The toilet scene still has me pondering. Why the fuck there is an outlet above a urinal?
I just like the effort of they took this guy from his office.
Who is this guy?
That doesn't matter. They taped his mouth shut.
We don't even know.
I don't give a shit. I'll be honest.
We don't even know.
It ain't that kind of movie. I genuinely don't give a flying fuck. Okay, it's not.
That's a fair point.
Like a couple weeks ago, I watched King of New York with Christopher Walken. Like that's a great movie, right? Great fucking crime movie. Like that's the kind of movie where I care about the characters and their motivations. In this movie,
well, like I mentioned, Once Upon a Time in America, that movie's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's a great movie.
Like, I'm sorry, I genuinely don't give a shit who he is. It's an uncle. He died. It's hilarious. I love it. They get him in his office. They tape his mouth shut.
Yes.
And then instead of shooting him right then and there, they wheel him into the bathroom, tie a cord
to his leg
from somewhere around his leg and plug it into the wall, and it electrocutes him. Where did they get the cord from? Oh yeah, he got it from the lamp.
Okay, they got it from the lamp, yes, but why the fuck? Again, I will ponder this question till the day I die. Now, why in the flying?
Why is there
there an outlet above a urinal?
Who knows? But what I love is
I have never in my life been in a bathroom where is an outlet
right above
it, right above the urinal. Who is hanging out in a urinal long enough to plug something in?
And this is before cell phones and everything.
Yeah, this is before any.
So what are you plugging in?
Even then, why on the flying fuck would you just hang out in front of a urinal while your phone charges, or while you shave or something?
I do love that they go through all this effort, right? It's to tie him up,
yes,
tape his mouth shut, and electrocute him in the urinal, and then they just walk through the whole building blasting people away
for no reason. Most of the massacres are just random bystanders.
I also love there's a completely random scene. I don't even remember what the hell the motivation was for this, but there's that bit where he walks through a restaurant and just blasts away innocent bystanders eating their fucking spaghetti
for no reason. Well, and the one time you think he's gonna blast people up the fucking wedding, he doesn't. But
yeah, he just.
Everything's A-okay at the wedding for
fine, even though I chopped off your finger.
Yeah, and he's just oh yeah, and then he's go fuck my prostitute, and he's just okay, cool, I guess.
Cool.
This whole movie does not make sense.
Well, after all this,
I get what they were going for, but it does not stick the landing at all.
Barely. After all this insanity, after the ending. And there's a whole thing with his friend Jolly. He has a pet dog.
Yes, he loves his dog. He's known it for 10 years, and he loves it, so Mimi says he loves 3 things, and that's his dog, and it's in this order.
Yes,
his dog, food, and Mimi.
Yeah,
and you take a bullet for Mimi, right?
Yeah,
and he'd do anything for Mimi.
Yeah.
But he'd do anything for that dog first.
Yeah.
It's a very cute dog, don't get me wrong. It's a very cute dog.
They even put it in the credits.
And I guarantee it's that guy's dog. because
it's someone's dog.
It's someone's dog that they all knew because
that's why there's a lot of scenes of dog action. Okay.
Well, we don't mean dog action really. It's just people playing around with the dog.
Like people giving it food and treats and stuff, and it's just like you just see scene after scene, and then they have narration over it.
Yes.
Like okay.
Oh, the narration parts are hilarious.
It's jaw-dropping.
Again, because it is just nonsense. Any dialogue in this is literal nonsense.
Gobbledygook.
Like, it is just nonsense, philosophical bullshit, and people getting massacred. That is like, literally all the movie is.
Well, it is gabagooldygook.
Wow.
Okay.
Was that a bit of a... Did you strain yourself stretching that hard?
Slightly. Okay, that's what this was. I mean, there's literally a song about spaghetti and rigatoni and macaroni. He says
rigatoni, macaroni, and spaghetti.
Like, I mean,
and that literally happens.
What do you say to that, Will?
They literally do an extended scene of this guy singing about pasta.
What do you say to that? You know, I love it.
Listen, this is this guy's experience. Okay,
I get it.
Mafiosos told him about weddings where there was tension because someone's finger got cut off, and then some random old fuck started singing about pasta.
I get it, okay? I get it.
I get it too, but my God, I get Italians love pasta, but come on.
I love it. And it's so stupid.
I do love how, okay, so we'll go into the bread thing. They explain how breaking bread is like the most important thing you can do, right? And so what they do is every single drop is a fucking money in a bread, right? Yeah. That's literally it.
Yes. Either literally a wad of cash or an envelope full of money in the bread.
It's always a freshly baked bread, so like make that make sense. I have no idea. Like,
don't ask.
Because you couldn't bake it into bread.
Don't you dare ask. Don't you fucking dare.
Because the logistics of baking a pile of cash.
How about a shotgun? Will? How about that?
An entire fucking shotgun.
So
okay, are we going to talk about the ending?
So here's the thing, like being for real, as the Zoomers say. Okay, I was pretty entertained by this movie.
Okay, so yeah, spoiler alert, it was entertaining.
It gets to the ending, and it kind of starts stretching it a little.
Well, because there's a lot of speeches at the end.
Well, there is. I will say there is an incredible speech at the end, and when I say incredible, I mean like schizoid level, incredible nonsense.
A schizoid level that like shits on The Godfather, which is hilarious because he was inspired by The Godfather.
They don't mention him by name, but you know what they're talking about. They talk about The Godfather, and he does this. It's all one take.
Well, because he shits on not only the book, but the movie as well.
He talks about The Godfather, book and movie, and it's all one take. It's like a 4-minute long speech. And he talks about how no one respects the mafia anymore, and how like gangs are taking over.
Like pimps are taking over,
and you know, and it's just chaos out there.
Well, and like how no one's scared of the mafia, or no one's scared of like organized crime anymore, and it's a lawless wasteland, and you can point a gun at someone and they wouldn't be afraid, and they laugh at your face, and like it's not the same, and Pop, don't go back out there.
And it's just like a 4 to 5 minute long insanity fest speech.
It is literally
of our dude.
It is literally like it's like someone who is obsessed with mafia like people and like started like having a mental breakdown.
Yes,
like
because our dude
literally goes to that level.
Starts getting emotional during this speech.
Like everyone's crying for some reason. Yeah. I have no idea why.
Insanity. It's pure insanity. And he gives that speech, and the dad's like, "Yeah, whatever. Meet your son." And our son.
Well, no, remember he gives a littler speech, but he gives a speech about how, you know, like, you got to think about the things that are important, like your son, family, and like that's what this is all about. This is how it started, and this is how it's gonna go. And I've raised your son, and like I've raised you, and
I've raised your son well.
Blah, family,
come meet your son.
Bullshit family, and he's like, come meet your son,
and our son that was like a 5-year-old.
Okay, he's a 5-year-old, and this is okay. So.
4 years.
Mimi mentions that he's been gone for 4 years, right?
Yes. 4 years blasting
Apparently, it was like in Interstellar. It was like that planet that like that, like he gets back and like everyone's aged like 20 years because he gets back and young Mimi is like 20 years old.
He looks like he's in his 20s.
And I don't know if he was supposed to be a teenager or like a preteen, but they failed really bad.
Because it says that he's still in school. Like high school? I don't know.
He looks like a 20-year-old.
He looks like an adult. Yeah.
Like, they really stretched that. I was just like, that is so unbelievable.
It's a stretch.
They couldn't have... They had kids in the movie. They couldn't have just hired...
No.
A fucking 13-year-old?
No, because they needed to have an adult for our final Bazinga. But yeah, he meets his son, and we have an awkward montage.
Do you remember the most awkward scene of this, before the speeches and everything, where Mimi gets back to Italy, right? Which is just a courtyard in L.A. that they found that estate, that vaguely looks like Italy.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's just Mimi awkwardly standing... Waiting and looking at his dad, right?
Yeah.
And his dad doesn't notice, and it just keeps cutting back to Mimi, just awkwardly standing there and just looking, longingly at his dad, and then
with like his dad's bodyguard.
And then it cuts back to the party, and then it cuts back to him, and he's still standing there. And then his dad finally notices, and Mimi just raises his arms like lazily. And then this dad is just like, oh, me. Oh, I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, no, after they get reintroduced father and son.
That's when they do the speech thing. And then, okay, so now we're at the final scene, which
they have a montage.
Okay, so.
With Mimi and Mimi Jr., and it's like...
Well, it's a montage, but it's them, like, walking through Italy, which is, again, just L.A. Like
it's some mountainside.
Some mountainside in L.A. They don't ever show anything else. They have an aerial view of Italy, which I guarantee they ripped from, like...
Wait, it's stock footage.
It's stock footage. Because they show... Because it's just, like,
Sicily.
Vague landscapes when they're walking through it, right? And... young Mimi has like a girlfriend or some shit. I have no idea. I don't know if she's supposed to be a teenager too.
They just play a Duke Mitchell joint over them doing this, and you're just like, what are we doing? And then it's back to the party.
The same party.
It's the same party. And they start breaking the bread.
And the Don is like, hey, Mimi, I want you to sit in my seat.
Yeah.
And Mimi's like, oh, shit, I'm the godfather
I'm the
now.
Master boy.
I'm the fucking Dom now. I'm the Don.
And then, he sits there and they cut a piece of bread and toss it to somebody. And then the Don's like, hey, Mimi Jr., cut another slice. And he cuts another slice. And...
He throws the slice, right? And it's slow motion as Mimi catches the slice and then gets absolutely annihilated by a fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
And you're just like, who the fuck fired it? And they show the shotgun in the loaf of bread.
Inside the loaf of bread,
Inside the loaf of bread. He's literally holding the shotgun, and the loaf of bread is just, like, draped across the fucking shotgun. It is so fucking funny. Oh, God, I love it so much. And I love... So when they're showing... My favorite scene of the entire movie, my favorite scene, is when he gets shot, and they're showing reaction shots.
Oh, my God. Mamma mia!
It's just some guy. He's like, because they're playing music over.
Yeah, there's no audio.
There's no audio.
It's just music.
You just see some guy raising his hands.
This is what... Mamma Mia!
Mamma Mia. Oh, silently over. It's so goddamn good. I fucking love the silent.
The Godfather wept, alright?
The silent Mamma Mia is like it just fucking killed me. I fucking love that scene so much.
The Godfather wept, alright?
You can clearly say he's saying Mamma Mia.
As some dude gets blasted into pieces at their dinner table, Will.
Mamma Mia is crazy to say when someone gets fucking annihilated.
Oh my god.
I get we're in Italy, but come on. Holy shit.
Oh, we're in Italy? I didn't notice.
Oh, sorry. Quote unquote Italy.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we didn't even talk about the funeral scene, which is another one of my an all-timer.
So there's this
the
guy they kidnapped early on in the movie. They now they take his son and they they slap him to death.
I don't know, and they dump him off in front of the Don's house,
and he's dead.
Well, and it's so stupid because this Don gets mad they killed his son, obviously, right?
And he's like, they were gonna pay,
and he kills the fucking friend by serving him his own dog. They do the horse head scene, but it's
but it's funny.
They serve him the dog in a tray,
in a dinner tray,
and then two people silencer blast him away, and then they hang his girlfriend.
And very conveniently, they hang her in the shower with her boobers in full view.
Of course they do. Why would they not?
Listen, Duke Mitchell's a genius.
He basically is why did they do this? And I'm like, bro, you have been murdering every
everybody.
fucking person on the planet.
Yeah.
Did you not think at least one person was gonna retaliate?
So our dude retaliates, and apparently that's it.
I mean, that literally is it ends there. They just squash the beef.
Yeah, because then he has a funeral for his son.
A funeral for his son, and you're just what the fuck is happening?
And there's a clock.
I'm not even gonna lie here. Full transparency, I thought it was a funeral for the friend. I did not know it was a funeral for the son. When I saw
Chucky
him
or whatever.
When I saw Chucky, I knew. But when they first show it, you have no idea whose funeral it is.
Yeah, because it's just
because then they show Chucky. Obviously, it's his son. Yeah. But there are so many uncles in this movie that I lost track of who was who. And then they showed Chucky, and I was oh, okay, it's the son's funeral.
So here's the crazy thing, right? The coffin has a clock on it, and one of the guys at the funeral is "There's a clock on it." And
What's
the other
that?
guy's it's set to 2:29. It's the exact time that the son died, and you're like,
"What?
Why the fuck would you have a clock set to the time someone got murdered at his funeral?
Why would you want a reminder of when someone got absolutely slapped to death? I guess.
Yeah.
And how the fuck would they know exactly what time he died?
Exactly.
Well, they were only Mimi would know the true time, and then we're just
it's fine.
What? I'm okay, so what's gonna happen here? Why are we showing the funeral?
Well, they have the funeral, everyone cries, it's all sad, and then they stand up, and it zooms in on the clock, and it's just ticking. The hands aren't moving at all, but you hear ticking noises.
And it finally gets to the time that the son died, right?
And it explodes. And everyone dies.
This is again where I'm why should we care about Mimi? He is literally just goddamn obliterating everyone. There's so many innocent people die from Mimi's just
nonsense.
Lack of regard for human life. It's insane. I don't get why we're supposed to have any sympathy for Mimi whatsoever. I really don't understand what they're trying to go for. I get it's supposed to be the horrors of mafia life, right? I get that, but Mimi is such a deplorable, horrible, fucking awful human being. I don't get why we're following him the entire fucking time.
Because
he is fucking he's disgusting. He's a fucking horrible human being.
Well, either you're in or you're in the way.
He's just a huge, gigantic piece of shit.
Maybe if you really think about it, this is the most accurate mafia movie ever made.
I get mafia people, like, sure, some are fucking horrible as shit. I get that. But, like, if you're watching a movie, don't you want to, like, take something away from it? Like, you want to... I took humor.
Oh, there's so much to take away from this.
Lots of humor. Lots of, like Mamma Mia, you know?
Mamma Mia.
I took that away. I will never forget that scene till the day I die.
I'm never going to look at a loaf of bread the same way again. I know.
There might be a loaded shotgun in it.
Or a bag of money.
You know, Terminator had like a shotgun and a fucking box of flowers.
A loaf of bread.
Now this one has a loaf of bread, okay?
Freshly baked. The shotgun was baked into the bread.
I guess so. How that did not destroy anything in the shotgun, I don't know. But okay. How did they bake the fucking money into the bread? I don't know.
They tried.
You just don't think about that, okay?
You don't think about that at all.
You don't think. You just let that one slide because they're not going to explain it.
You only are supposed to think when they're doing their epic monologues.
Yes.
That's the only time you're supposed to think.
They're gigantic monologues where they think they're... You know, this movie just is very, for lack of a better term, fart sniffy. It's very like... Oh. It's very like, oh, I'm so smug. Look at like all this dialogue I can write for myself, and like think I'm being philosophical because I like heard a bunch of shit from like mafiosos because I was a, washed up lounge singer. Like, I had never heard of him until this movie.
Now you do. Now you know.
I mean, sure, Fred Flintstone, but like.
Now you know of the legend, of the king, the boss. Duke Mitchell. Look him up. And not only is he an amazing, incredible, greatest singer of all time, he's an amazing director and actor.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
Okay.
And he sure loves the mafia.
Godfather wept.
Yep. Francis Ford Coppola could never.
What it took Francis Ford Coppola 3 hours, our dude, hour 20 minutes.
Like, honestly, and this is a bold statement. I don't know if anyone has ever seen it, but Megalopolis had more depth than this fucking movie. And that's bold, because that movie fucking sucked.
This movie had less ball sacks.
Yeah.
Which is, in this movie's case, that is a pro for this movie.
Yeah, it is, yes.
But the fart sniffy energy is high in both.
Yeah.
So in a way,
it really is.
We've come full circle.
We've come full circle. They both became fart sniffers in their own way.
Our dude started as a fart sniffer.
It's true. He started as one. Francis Ford Coppola became one.
But this has that low budget, just, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway charm.
It really does. It's entertaining as hell. It's very funny, and they're trying not to be funny, which is even more hilarious. And I don't know, like, there's just like something charming about how stylish they're trying to be with all like the voiceover with the doms, and like how they're supposed to, like, there's all these crime syndicates.
There's all these schemes going on.
These like different names.
Yeah.
And like one of them has a number, and you're supposed to be like mystery and intrigue, and like it's supposed to be really cool and like just oozing with like charisma, and it just doesn't.
It's just uncles.
It's just fucking uncles and fucking bullshit being spewed by a guy who thinks he understands the mafia. I don't know. There is something beautiful about this movie.
It's a passion project.
It really is. And like I said, it's masturbatory.
And, again, this is why we started the podcast. For stuff like this, where it's just these little movies where, budget be damned, the ambition is high.
Sky high.
It's significantly higher than their means, but they are 100% going for it.
Yep.
What that is possibly beyond my understanding because it's so brain dead, but they are going for something.
Yeah, and I mean, that's literally the movie. It's just, people getting murdered and philosophical bullshit.
Yeah.
So, shitty to pretty, listen, I had a good time. I really did.
I enjoyed it.
It was really fun making fun of this movie, so I would suggest, getting a friend group together.
If you are...
I don't know if I'd watch it alone.
Yeah.
I would find some entertainment alone, but it's better to, have some alcohol or have some
substances,
drinks or something to make you laugh at it and just enjoy it with some friends just making fun of it.
Especially if you and your friends have watched, mob movies.
So
I would give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8 as well
because it's not
like a masterpiece of bullshit, right? Yeah. It's not up there with the greats, but an 8 is where it perfectly fits because it's not mediocre because it made me laugh way too hard for that.
And I was into it.
So 8 Mamma Mias out of
8 Mamma Mias.
8 Mamma Mias out of 10. Okay.
And I was into it.
Yeah, I was too.
As absolutely nonsensical and at times baffling and confusing as it was, I was pretty bought in.
Well, and to be honest, the ending started to lose me a little bit, but it wasn't enough to affect anything.
Well, because...
And it was at the very end because it just got kind of boring with the whole montage with the sun and stuff like that.
But then they brought it back.
Yeah, they did. I just didn't give a shit when they were doing that stuff. I really did not care about the fucking stupid bullshit. With the sun that's way too old and
yeah, because it's I don't really care about this dude's reunion.
Or the whole speech about fucking mafias being erased and that
was incredible.
It was entertaining as hell. But at a certain point you just desperately want him to shut the fuck up.
It is that's the kind of thing that any studio, any producer would have been no. You absolutely cannot put this in the movie.
You cannot you cannot explain the synopsis of The Godfather and have it how mafia is being erased.
You cannot do a 5-minute long speech at the end of your bullshit movie about how the mafia is dying and how people think the mafia is a joke because of The Godfather. You cannot do this.
You cannot do this.
But because it's a passion project, he did it.
He did it.
And it's the equivalent of some guy in a street corner just rambling about nonsense.
Yeah, screaming at clouds.
Except he made a movie.
It's some guy with an obsession for mafia shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking loves it and knows it inside and out. Just had a mental breakdown and made a movie.
Yeah.
That is literally...
He saw The Godfather and for some reason it just...
Or yes, he got really angry at The Godfather and that's why he snapped mentally.
He's I can do it.
Fuck you, I can do this better. I can make a real mafia movie with all the violence and the titties and fucking all that bullshit.
And he did.
And Mamma Mia, it's great.
And there's even Mamma Mia in it.
A silent Mamma Mia, which makes it even better.
But you just... you don't even need to be a lip reader.
Oh, yeah. Because he even raises the hands, full raise, and says, Mamma Mia. It's fucking great. And the song about spaghetti.
The spaghetti song. I mean, there's so many nonsense songs.
There's so much to enjoy in this movie.
Jesus Christ.
The fact that he put his own fucking music into his own goddamn movie.
Of course you did. Of course he did.
Are you even surprised?
No, not even remotely. It's exactly what I expect. Once you know what you're watching, it's you know what? This better have his songs in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's really all I have to say about it's I think you can find it on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
Like There is a Blu-ray release of this, which is insane.
There was a big fucking Blu-ray release, I think by some fucking boutique label a long time ago, because this movie was basically released in the theaters and then vanished into thin air for decades.
Of course it did.
And then someone found it and was like, wow, this is fucking insane brain rot.
Yeah, I could release this into a boutique label. And they did.
And they made an insane, stupid poster with a bunch of uncles on it and some people getting blasted. And here it is.
Yep.
It's here.
So this was Massacre Mafia style.
Massacre Mafia style.
I hope whoever requested it.
I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy.
I don't know. I don't remember who was, but thank you.
We were highly entertained by this movie. I hope you felt the same way about it.
It's been a ride.
It was hilarious to make fun of this fucking movie. I love movies that try so hard to be cool and just fail all the time, because those are the movies I find the most entertaining, and this is like literally like why we record this podcast.
But here's the thing. Well, see, we're open-minded. So, whatever request you want to put in.
Yeah.
Because one of you did, because I did kind of will it into existence. I won't mention the movie or the person. But when we get to it, you'll know. So, one of you did request an actual movie again, because I did will it into existence in our last review. So if you have an actual movie that you want us to watch, like an actual legitimate,
like genuine, like people like it, like it's well reviewed, it's a studio made movie that's like well directed. It's our podcast, we can do what we want.
Yeah, so
if we want to accept it, we can.
One of you did drop a actual movie recommendation. It is technically a horror movie, technically. But we are going to do it.
Yeah.
So, we did fun.
Yeah, we did fun, and that was awesome.
We loved it. Yeah, amazing.
Fun was incredible.
Yeah.
So, please keep those suggestions coming, and don't be afraid to suggest whatever.
Yeah, if you have, I always say, give us a reason.
Listen, just throw it out there and see what happens. Literally the worst thing we can say is nothing. Because it's like, we can just be like, hey, we're not going to review that movie. Yeah. Or we just say, we're just going to skip it. Or just not
it's our podcast.
Or not even say it.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can still suggest shit movies, but you can suggest good movies, too. It doesn't matter.
Anything
It's just what you want. It's a free world, free country, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we won't get into that.
It's a free podcast.
We won't get into that. It's a free podcast. Okay. You can request the way you want. We'll never discriminate, and we'll decide if we want to do it or not.
Yeah.
So please.
Bonus, if you throw out something that sounds interesting, trust me.
Yeah, we'll look into it. We will. And I love going in blind, because stuff like Fun is so fun to watch, where it's I didn't know this movie existed, and I love it.
And we go into everything blind. We are not going into these movies.
We don't watch trailers. We don't watch anything. I look at the posters, and that's it. That's the only thing I have to go off of most of the time.
I want to go into these movies. I do not want to go into anything hating it. I don't want to go into anything with preconceived expectations. That's why we go into all this stuff 100% open-minded, and we do a lot of times.
Everything deserves a fair shot.
Yeah, we will end up enjoying it.
Yeah. Sorry to go on a rant about requests and movies we do on the podcast, but sometimes you need to be reminded.
Gotta let the people know.
But for now, that's pretty much all we have to say about Mafia Massacre style. Massacre Mafia. Jesus Christ. Massacre Mafia style.
Yes.
So, for They Mostly Come Out at Night, this has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
Mamma fucking mia.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Pizzeria.
Mamma mia. Spaghetti. Rigatoni.
Lasagna.
Farfalle.